Fixing cracks on wall by yourself can be a bit tricky, especially if you don't have experience with this kind of stuff. But trust me, it's totally doable. And here's the good news, you've come to the right place before doing it on your own. Because I'm here to share everything I've learned so far, including the do's and don'ts, to help you fix those cracks easily as fit in your hands. And by the end of this video, you'll be ready with a fresh coat of paint. It all starts from. Alright, first thing first, you've got to start out with chisel out around the crack area. Now you might be wondering, why do we do this? Well, there are a few reasons for this. Because if you don't fix them, look at that. They will get worse over time. You can actually hear the difference. If I knock it, it sounds hollow. Whereas if I knock on the solid part, hear the difference? But the biggest reason is to stop from future crack showing up in the same spot. By chiseling away the crack bits, you are getting rid of any damage or unstable material around the crack. That way, only the strong stuff and the good stuff is left behind, which means your filler or compound will stick better and work like a charm. Plus, it will help keep those future cracks from popping up in the same spot. Well, there are a few reasons why cracks might be popping up in your wall. It could be due to ground movement, imperfect mixing of materials, aging materials, structural issues, temperature changes, and much more. But don't worry, nothing can be fixed. So, once you finish chiseling out the crack bits, may that give me a tip. To make the wall filler stick better to the out materials, you should apply a bit of water to the chisel area with your paintbrush, like this. This is just example, like that. And then make sure the water is applied evenly on the chisel area. It will stick better. For the filler ingredient, I use gypsum powder, primer paint, and add a bit of water, then mix it all together until it looks like a toothpaste, only a bit thicker, kind of like slime texture. For measurements, little bit of paint, then add the gypsum powder with water until you get the perfect slime texture. But be careful, if you are new to this, don't make too much at once, because this filler will dry pretty quickly. But once you get used to it, go crazy, nothing's stopping you. So this is after I put the first coat of wall putty. At this point, I'm thinking, should I just hire somebody to finish this? Hello, currently I'm waiting for my second coat of my wall filler to dry, and then I will reapply it for the third time. Hopefully it will level with the wall. So while we waiting, maybe I'll share some what I learned so far. So about wall putty, I don't know what do you call this in your home or your country, but I'll call this spoon and plate. Okay. Before you try straight to your wall, I recommend you to practice these three simple moves. Okay. First move, you just need to scoop, and then second move, you need to swipe the front side, and then swipe the back side. And that's it. Believe me, you will save a lot of time, save a lot of energy, because before I know those three moves, the wall filler just went all over the place, went to my face, went to my clothes, to the floor. Yeah. So thank me. Go fast. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Okay, just kidding. But really, do it. So the technique on how to crack your wall. So let's say if your wall is very hollow. Okay, let's demonstrate it. let's say this wall and this crack is hollow, okay? You can step straight to the wall and then it will just instantly crack open. The second method, if your wall is solid enough but you have crack like this, you will need a hammer. So what you want to do with your hammer, you want to put your pointy screwdriver, your tip screwdriver on the crack line, just like this, and then grab your hammer and then give it a bang, okay, until your screwdriver tips pierce through the wall. You will feel it instantly when your screwdriver has already pierced deep enough through your walls. And then change the angle of your screwdriver. This is 90-degree, right? Change the angle into 45-degree. You bang it again and then it will make a little crack in the wall. And then after that, you want to change your angle again into 30 until 25-degree, and then you're gonna bang and you can instantly follow the line route, and then yeah, it will crack instantly, just like that. It will save you a lot of energy instead of poking. I mean, technically you can poke through it, but you will waste a lot of energy. Yeah, that's the tip I can share with you. What else? So, wall filler. If you accidentally crack or made a hole that's deep enough in your wall, don't panic, okay? Because that is why you need a wall filler in this case. If you crack your wall too deep, you can't expect your wall filler to instantly fill the hole in your wall instantly by just one application, okay? Because your wall filler is liquid or wet, you will have to wait for your wall filler to be dry, and then you will need minimum, based on my experience, minimum 2 times or 3 times to reapplying before it will be as level as before it is level with your wall, okay? That's yeah, that's it. And if you ask me, to be honest, I'm quite happy with the result because the rest is level with the wall, except for that one spot only. Only that one spot. Yeah, I'm gonna fill that and finish the paint. So, in my opinion, sanding process is the most energy consuming for me because I did it wrong. I thought sanding was just straight sanding like sandpaper, hand, and wall. But no, the right method is, if you do it manually like what I did, you should always use a solid base behind the sandpaper when sanding walls. For instance, I use stone. By doing this, it will make it more efficient, distribute your pressure evenly. This means you will get a smooth finish without any uneven spots, give you better control when sanding too. So now you know. Before you start painting, I recommend you to clean your wall from any dust. It will help your paint to stick better. And then after you clean it, you can start painting your primer paint and then coat it with your desired color. To get the looks like what I have designed before, I go for Limewash technique. Basically, you just make a crisscross or cloud pattern in a random spot on your wall, and then fill the gap between these clouds using the same technique, and that's it. But here, I made another mistake. I bought a wrong shade of gray, but that's okay. There's always a solution to a problem. To fix this mistake, I bought another slightly darker tone paint, and it was the perfect color. But because I was impatient, I keep making mistakes and I really regret it, and I hope you can avoid it. So I keep reapplying the paint to the same spot for like 4 until 5 times while it was still wet, which ended up making it way too dark. So please, 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 I beg you, just trust the process and please wait for your paint to dry before you adding another coat. I suggest letting your first and second coat dry completely before deciding if you want to go for a third or another coat. And also, you can adjust the color tone by adding water to your paint. Just remember, the more water you add, the thinner and brighter it gets. But be careful, too much water can ruin your paint. As I said before, it can be tricky. This is the final result, and I really like it. You can see the clouds texture up above there, in the middle, down here. Like, yeah, I really like it. Not everyone tastes, but personally, I love it so much. It gave depth to my room. Just need to redo the same thing to the other two walls. And yeah, if you ask me, was it worth it? I think if you're just looking for the final result, you might want to consider hiring someone professional because by doing it on your own, it will require much more time, much more money, much more effort. But if you're looking for the experience and the knowledge that comes with it, it's totally worth it. Go do it by yourself. So, what I can share with you so far is if you want to do it but don't have the experience yet, that's totally fine. I mean, look at me. Somehow, I managed to do it, right? Everyone has to have their first time to kick things off, right? I mean, I'm not only talking about interior designing here. It could be anything. It could be in something in your life that you are too scared to start, like texting him first, texting her first. Just do it. I don't care. So don't be scared. Everyone needs their first step, right? Yeah, it's gonna get messy, maybe even a bit weird, a bit ugly, but you'll never know what you can do if you don't just go for it, right? So, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Till next time.